Oh, you just added it? Well, as I'm looking at my TV over there, it seems that there is an election for the ruler of the United States.
The new general manager.
Yes. Unlike Raw and SmackDown, the United States is more divided than ever, and there's very little crossover between the two brands.
It's a brand split.
Yeah, it's quite a brand split. I don't know. Hopefully, you can get it. So, who would you choose to maybe bring the country a little bit better back together, and maybe we can make some cameos in different shows when we're talking about any sort of wrestler? It doesn't have to be WWE.
You propose this as gimmick only. There's only one choice. And it is, of course, our tribal chief.
Oh.
No.
I wish. Well,
You want a dictator?
So genuinely, the hilarious thing, I was talking about Solo.
Oh.
No, I wasn't.
Well, either way.
Initially, I was going under the rule that they had to have been born in the United States of some sort. So I didn't pick Natalia for that exact reason. No. That's the only reason, by the way. But yeah, I mean, get that out of the way. Roman. I'll take Roman. It would be entertaining. He's probably
Give me one reason.
Huh?
One reason why.
Benevolent dictator.
Great.
Another obvious one, perhaps, but I'm just gonna throw their name in here. John Cena.
Yeah, good choice. I can't believe I didn't put him on my list.
I feel
You
like
think of
Cena's
John Cena?
I feel like Cena's an obvious choice for president.
He'd be a great diplomat.
Yeah.
He's a Yabba Democrat. I don't know.
Which version of John Cena?
Doctor of Thugonomics.
He's got a PhD.
He's got a PhD.
So.
He's
a
got
doctor.
a PhD. Yeah.
He's a keynote speaker of his class.
But all of his addresses from the desk at the Oval Office would need to come in the form of a rap. Olympian Kurt Angle.
Whoa, nice.
Now, the reason I picked him is not because
He sucks.
he sucks and he constantly wears American flag gear. Realistically, we live in an era where it's not about your policies; it's about your presence, right? What does Kurt bring? Kurt is a great talker,
Funny.
but he's also very funny, right?
Charisma.
You need that. He's got it. He could appeal to the youth on TikTok, but he's also going to appeal to the more
Elderly?
intelligent and older generation on what do older people watch?
Facebook.
They watch Facebook. They do.
Yeah.
They watch Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That wasn't a joke.
No.
So yeah, I think Kurt is a great shout. I think he could take both sides, coast to coast, sea to shining sea, and all the Muppets in the middle, meld them together and make them a better nation all in one. Honestly, if she told me to do something, I'd do it. I'm bringing back China. China can be president.
Nice.
Like ultimately, she's strong.
X-Pac vice president.
She's there. We go. Chief of staff or whatever. I don't know how it works. I'm not American.
The first person who came to mind for me is a man who has been known as the voice of the voiceless.
Who's that?
I'm picking
communist leader.
CM Punk.
Crazy. What a good
Because if you disagree with his policies, he's going to go punch you in the face.
Cult of personality.
Cult of personality. But he
like it.
does
Good choice.
stick up for those who will not stick up for themselves or cannot stick up for themselves. That's his
voice of
gimmick.
the
That's who he
voiceless.
is. And he's the best wrestler in the world. So why wouldn't he be the best president in the world?
That's how it usually
I'm sure
goes.
he does. And, I'm going with the Game of Thrones rule where the best leader is probably someone who would look at that and be like, I don't want that. Cody Rhodes as my third.
The American
Wow,
The
Nightmare.
American Nightmare. He might be a nightmare for a lot of Americans.
Great choice.
Generally, again, overall, very good at being the face that runs the place. As we know, he did a lot for black wrestlers in AEW, according to him. So
long as
definitely
they're in
According to him.
will definitely be championing equal rights, civil rights, and all the good things that we want to see. I'm going with Long Island IC, Zack Ryder. Because he was good at getting the people behind him. and getting the people to believe in
Good
partying
campaigner.
and having a great time and just being chill
fair.
with it. And that's what we need in this country. US, Canada, probably Scotland too. We need a guy who's just going to say,
Joe
hey,
Hendry.
don't worry, red, blue, whatever. Woo, woo, woo. You know it.
That guy's
Done.
Red,
he's
blue,
bringing up the
no.
deficit
Woo.
big time. That guy.
Are we, are
We
we
had
going?
too many Long Island Iced Teas.
Someone that could finally balance the books. IRS. Erwin Shyster
I
needs to
thought
come
about
into the
him.
office.
Interesting.
And maybe it's a little bit obvious, but we need someone to balance the book. Next one up. Someone who has so much empathy. I think that could unite everyone. Someone who's just very intelligent. DDP. I think DDP would make a great
Oh, everyone
president.
doing
I think
yoga.
he's
Good for the
level-headed.
health.
Yoga
Good for
for
health.
everyone. Mandatory.
Yoga for everyone. Next, I could go with, let's go with this one. Someone also really intelligent, Harvard graduate, David
Nowitzki?
Otunga. David
David
Otunga, I think, would make a
Otunga.
good president. I think he would do a good job.
His gimmick's not Harvard graduate, but okay.
No, it was part
His
of
whole
it, wasn't
theme
it?
song
It was
was
part
the
of it.
Harvard
Oh, was it?
graduate.
Okay.
Yeah, he
I
was the
forgot.
lawyer for John Laurinaitis for a while.
All right, fair enough.
So
Continue.
Otunga on there. Last one, someone who would make a great president, in my opinion, Triple H. Someone who already knows the corporate world, knows how to play the game. He knows both sides. He's already well connected in politics. He's part of a family that's already been running a little bit, so he's got some experience there. So Triple H, number 4 on my list.
Nice, good list.
Yeah, let's go with Jericho. One of my picks will be Jericho because some presidents build walls, but Jericho breaks the walls down.
Down. Hey.
Well, we don't want to break all the walls down, I guess, but he's gonna unite. Enough walls are being broken down to bring everyone together. That's what we need. And we're talking about Chris Jericho, the wrestler. Number 2, let's go with Daniel Bryan. Who
Yes,
is a
that's
man
right
of the
on my
people
list.
more than Daniel Bryan? The Yes Movement was one of the biggest movements in wrestling. He can galvanize the people and get them behind him and make everyone believe that yes, 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 we can.
Yes, yes, yes.
I was
you
thinking
can.
more green Daniel Bryan to come in, Al Gore as vice president, Daniel Bryan as
Green New
president.
Deal.
You know,
Stop.
Green New Deal.
Okay,
AOC.
well, to become president, he'll be
cutlery
the yes,
everywhere.
yes, yes. And then when he is president,
Yes,
he'll
yes.
he'll turn into the evil green guy.
The evil
Americans
green guy.
are fickle.
fickle.
Green guy.
Number 3,
Evil green.
In my
Evil
opinion,
for trying
that-
to save the planet.
this counts as a wrestler. He's in the wrestling realm. We spoke about him earlier.
Don't do it.
What? Who?
Got
Who?
his pen, He's
Who
got
do you
his
think
pen,
it
Jordan.
is?
The
Look out.
pen's out. Where's my pen?
Goldberg? No. You thought I was gonna
Penn
say Goldberg?
Island.
Paul Heyman.
I'm okay.
Who is a better
Oh.
advocate than Paul Heyman? He can get deals done. He can speak to any world leader and make them bow to his will, and he'll use his wizardry of words to get the best deals for the country that he leads.
If you
Brilliant.
have Paul Bearer, could he raise an army of the dead? And conquer the world?
He could try.
Okay, well, I'll vote for him if he's going to try.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, because he's no nonsense, doesn't take crap from anyone. DTA, don't trust anyone, don't get screwed in any deals. He will always make sure that he comes out on the right end of it. And if you screw him, he's going to give you the Stone Cold Stunner, and then
And even if he likes you, he might give you a Stone Cold Stunner.
Yeah, true.
The
there's always a
Republican
threat of a
rattlesnake.
stunner, and a threat of a stunner can
Always.
get things done.
Yeah, it's the implication.
And, he's the best, so someone had to say him.
Yeah, I thought about him. He has a good anti-authority figure.
True.
Then he becomes the authority. I don't know.
And hey, when you're voting for the president, it's always who would you want to have a beer with, and who would you want to have a beer with more than Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Bret Hart.
I don't think he drinks. Anyways,
Doesn't he own a bar?
you don't have to drink to own a bar.
I don't think
guess
he
you
drinks.
don't.
Anyway, just squash Bret down.
Just gone.
Anyway,
Anyways, thanks for partaking in the real important
Great
question.
homework.
And
I
do we
would,
have
I would
the?
love to know what everybody's thoughts are. If you're listening to this, who would you have on your top 4 wrestlers for president? Who would you pick? Who would you elect? Tell us. I want to know.
This one?
The cookie.
chocolate cookie.
He'd
we
make
go.
a good president.
No.
Double
Surely.
chunk chocolate cookies for everyone.